PHP has two iterative statements, for loop and while loop. Iteration means repetition. An iterative statement actually repeat a statement or multiple statements a certain number of times. Today we will study about the for loop. For loop is used to iterate a statement or a number of statements a fixed number of times. We use for loop and we know how many times we have to iterate a statement or a certain number of statements. The syntax of for loop is for, then the for loop needs a variable and a sequence. Now the variable iterates over the values in the sequence and execute the body of the loop as many times as there are values in the sequence. So we will see the code example. Here we have three examples of for loop. In the first example, now this is a sequence in PHP. A sequence is written inside the bar brackets and we put the values inside those bar brackets. We can put numbers, strings, floating point values and objects in a sequence. In the first example, we have three strings named Islamabad, Lahore and city and Karachi. Now the for loop has a variable by the name city which will iterate over the sequence, and in each iteration one value will be assigned from the sequence to the variable city. So in the first iteration city will be assigned the value Islamabad, in the second iteration it will be assigned the value Lahore, and in the third it will be assigned the value Karachi. The for loop will execute like this. In the first iteration Islamabad will be assigned to the variable city, then we will enter the body of the loop. The print statement will print the value of city, which it means the Islamabad will be printed. Then it will again go back to the for line. The next value, which is Lahore, will be assigned to variable city and it will be printed, and then Karachi will be assigned to city and it will be printed. In the next example, we have a sequence of numbers. The sequence has few odd numbers and the variable name is I. Just like the first example, the I will iterate over the values of the sequence. So in the first iteration value 1 will be assigned to I and it will be printed. In the second iteration 3 will be assigned to I, and so on until the value line. When the sequence will be exhausted or the I has iterated over all the values of sequence, the loop will break and we will go to the next line after the for loop. Now in the third example, we have used a function by the name range. Range is a function in PHP that returns a numeric sequence of values. The syntax of range is it has a starting number and an ending number. It has a third number as well, we will study it later on. Now the range function will return a sequence that will start from 1 and go up to 1 less than the ending number, which is 11. So 1 less than 11 is 10, so it means it will return a sequence from 1 to 10. So this for loop will print numbers from 1 to 10. Now let's execute this program to see the answer. Now let's see the answer. The first example will execute list of cities, and it has printed the names of three cities: Islamabad, Lahore, Karachi. Then print odd numbers 1 to 9. So here is the output, and 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 are the values printed from this sequence 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And in the last example, the range function will return a sequence from 1 to 10, and numbers 1 to 10 should be printed in the output. So here are the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 up to number 10. So this is how we use the for loop. I will give you assignment question to practice the for loop. Thank you.